Good morning, all of you. This is another very important session of the orientation program. It is about the University Medical Center. Today, I am very happy to introduce our resource person, who is going to talk to you about information based on the University Medical Center. Today, our resource person is Dr. Haritha Badrulli. He graduated from University of Jayawardhanapura in 2005. He is currently working as a senior grade 1 medical officer at Rasakala General Hospital. Before that, he worked at Ratnapura General Hospital and Balangoda Hospital. In addition to that, he has been working as an external medical officer attached to the Medical Center of the Sabargama University of Sri Lanka since 2008. So, without taking much time, I would like to hand over this session to Dr. Badrulli. Over to you, sir. Thank you.
Good morning, everybody. I think I need your voices, my dear students. Good morning, everybody.
Good
And
morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
Good morning, sir.
thank you so much again for your welcoming me again. And I also would like to welcome you all as the medical officer to University of Sabaragamuwa. And as given my introduction, I am Dr. Haritha Badrulli. Presently, I work at Divisional Hospital Rasagala near to Balangoda main town. But I think you may not be aware of the where your university is already located and how far your university is from main town from Balangoda to the university and what's happening in medical center. So just as not like just as a delivering a lecture, I want to give a brief introduction about medical center, what we are doing for you all, and how do you what for what reasons for you all have to deal with me and our medical center, and also what kind of support we can deliver to you all, right? I think you may can all of you can understand English very well. Time to time I can explain something, some items in Sinhala also. Anyhow, again, I would like to welcome you again. Firstly, I want to tell you, when you come to the university, now this is far away from your home and might be 200 or 100 miles away or 300 miles away. You are coming from different places in the island. And when you are after coming to university, it's a different life. You all are living nearly about 3 to 4 years or sometimes 5 years period away from home. That is the long stay duration, and therefore you may not getting family support like now. That means the food, clothing, and the accommodation and all that. It's different in this setup when everybody who is studying in universities. And once after you come into the Sabaragamu University of Belihula area, it's a very nice area, and you may have to face different climatic changes here. Sometimes it is windy, sometimes it's very cold, and sometimes it's dry. Therefore, you might be able to face different climatic conditions. Also, you will be having different foods, and you are not supposed to have the foods what you have already getting your parents, having your parents, and it's different. Therefore, the health condition will be vary because you are in an academic session in here, Sabaragamu University, when you are studying here. Therefore, in that time, you might face different stresses during the academic period, and also you might face different sometimes psychiatric problems, some different other respiratory or the breathing problems, the cough and all that, and sometimes the different illnesses. So for that, medical center is there for a university to give medical care to all of your staff, especially the students and academic staff and non-academic staff. That is to maintain your health in a proper manner to continue your academic career throughout the period of your stay here. For that, we have a medical center. Uh, um, in that, we have two doctors, myself and Dr. Anoja Vijayaratna. I am a visiting doctor. I'll be visiting you all for 2 hour basis per day. And Dr. Anoja Vijayaratna, she is the resident doctor of our medical center. We have two other nursing officers. They are very senior nursing officers. They are very skilled and they are very friendly with you all. And public health inspector is there to inspect your issues in the hostels and all that. And one minor staff member for our supportive activities. And we are already opened at in the morning at 8:30 a.m. to 4 p.m. Weekdays, and weekends we are not open, but anyhow, in the weekends, that Saturday and Friday and other holidays, you can go to the nearby hospital, which is nearby just about 200 meters beyond your university. That is the other side of the road. And you can go there and take medicines as you wish. And in an emergency, even in the night, you can go to the hospital. And you will be supported by an ambulance if needed for an emergency treatment for the transport and all that. And you can call them not unnecessarily as required. You can call them. There's an ambulance driver, he's on call on duty full time, so that you can, if you have any medical emergency, you can call them. As I told you that we are delivering services, our main service is giving medical treatments to you all. Second one is issuing medical certificates to students who have taken medicine from us. We are not issuing medical certificates who have not taken medicine from us. We are issuing medical certificates who have taken medicine from us and certifying some medical certificates, those who have taken medicine from outside doctors. And those medicals are be certified by us, and then you are supposed to hand over those to your academic, whatever the department. So firstly, I want to tell you, if you take medicine from outside, that doctor should be a government registered doctor who is MBBS or RMO or like that, and then that should be a valid to certify that he should or she should be that doctor should be a valid certified qualified doctor to treat you all. Otherwise, we are not certified or the bogus medical certificate or sometimes the homeopathy and all that. We are not entertaining for that, because you can get a lot of students can submit fake medical certificates, and also sometimes actually not having medicine from them, you may be able to take medicine. Though, so to limit those unnecessary malpractice of supplying certificates, medical certificates, we have restricted that thing. And if any student who comes to us, if he or she has some necessity for specialist care, for the if say he or she needs surgical care, surgeon's care, or the physician, or it's in Sinhala which is called කායික වෛද්‍යවරයෙක්ගේ රැකවරණයක් අවශ්‍ය නම්, or else if we need consultant psychiatrist care, මනෝවෛද්‍යවරයෙක්ගේ රැකවරණය අවශ්‍ය නම්, care අවශ්‍ය නම් අපිට තියෙන, or else සමහර විශේෂඥ වෛද්‍යවරුන්ගේ සේවය ඔබට අවශ්‍ය නම්, or if you need any specialist care for you, then we refer you to Balangoda based hospital that is about 20 kilometers away from here. If in an emergency, definitely we have an ambulance transfer, we can transfer you from here to there. Or else, if you need additional special care, yes, we have another hospital, that is Ratnapura General Hospital, or the teaching hospital, that is the main hospital. Under one roof, you can get lots of services from them. And if you need such kind, yes, we have to, and we will send you there. And you don't need to worry about any whatever the treatments you have to take, and everything will be arranged by us. And sometimes we ask you to go and refer your doctor at your hometown area if needed, right? Next time, I want to tell you how we can register medical student in medical center. Actually, to take medicine, students should register in our medical center. As you have your own university number, there is a special form with us and file with us, and that form should be filled with your personal and health data. That means your name, address, age, and family history with the father, mother, their ages, and the brothers and sisters, and the parents' occupation, and your school, and what sports you have done in the school, what are the medicines allergic to you and not, and what are the illnesses you have had in the past time. Everything you have to note there, and even we ask income for you also, and everything you have to add. And also we have to put a photograph in it. It's a passport size photograph. Everything is there for your safety and for your care. I want to tell you that because don't add any invalid or false data to that sheet, because we ask even the income of your parents, even the occupation of your parents, even the family parents or relatives, any illnesses. We look into that because to help you all in the setup. Sometimes that might be the problem which forcing your mind to not to continue. That means, or to disturbing your mind to continue your studies. So we need to address that. And if I have to prescribe some medicine to you, මට ඔයගලන්ට බෙහෙත් මොනාර ලියන්න ඕන නම් පිටින් ගන්න අරට අපි අනිත් ડોක්ටර්ලා බලන්න වෙනවා ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ පුජ්‍යතික මේ ආදායම් මාර්ග පුළුවන් ද බැරිද ඒ සහ පවුලයට උදව් කරන්න ඕනද නැද්ද ඒ වගේ තත්යකට අපිට යන්න ඕන නම් තමයි අපි ඒ පර්සනල් ඩේටා ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ යුනිවර්සිටි ඒ ෆෝම් එකට ඇඩ් කරන්න කියන්නේ. එතනින් අදහස් කරන්නේ නැහැ මේ අපි ඒ දේවල් සියල්ල වෙන ආයතන වලට සබ්මිට් කරනවා කියලා. All the data are private and confidential, and you are not giving any data to even your administration notes, right? මම හිතන්නේ මම කිව්ද තේරුණා. මුලින්ම ඔයගොල්ලන්ට ෆෝම් එකක් ෆිල් කරන්න තියෙනවා. ඒ ෆෝම් එකේ ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ සම්පූර්ණ පර්සනල් ඩේටා ඇඩ් කරන්න ඕනේ. ඊට අමතරව ෆොටෝග්‍රාෆ් එකක් තියෙනවා පේස්ට් කරන්න. ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ two details ඇඩ් කරන්න ඕනේ. All the data are private and confidential. අපි ළමයින්ට මම එහෙම කියන්නේ මොකද සමහර ළමයින්ගේ parents ලා වුණත් ලෙඩ වෙලා ඉන්නවා. අපි ප්‍රශ්න අහද්දී අපිට ඒව තේරෙනවා. සමහරට ඒ ප්‍රශ්න වෙන්න පුළුවන් ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ ඇකඩමික් කැරියර් එක ගෙනියන්න බැරි, උදව්වක් කරගන්න බැරි. ඉතින් අපි ඒවට බැහැලා ඒවට උදව් කරන්න ඕනේ නිසා තමයි අපි මේ විස්තර එක්කම අහන්නේ. අපිත් එක්ක කතා කරද්දී උනත් ඔයගොල්ලන්ට මානසික මොන හරි ගැටලුවක් තියෙනවා නම්, කියාගන්න බැරි දෙයක් තියෙනවා නම්, ලිංගික ගැටලුවක් තියෙනවා නම් ඒව වුණත් අපිට කියන්න පුළුවන්. අපිට එතකොට අපිට අදාළ වෛද්‍යවරුන්ට යොමු කරලා ස්ථිරසාර ප්‍රතිකාරයක් ඔයගොල්ලන්ට ලබා දෙන්න පුළුවන්. Also, when you come to a medical center now, I told you it's by the side of the library, main library, the medical center in the premises of the main university, and we expect your mannerly behavior when you come to a medical center. We have arranged seats there, and usually when you come to know, you will know how to sit on there. and it is like a queue, like we have arranged in a queue, like a orderly manner, and you have to wait in the queue, and we'll be looking in order to your presence, right? And we give priority to actually bad patients. Sometimes it might be a student coming with the uh, heart injury or chest pain or eye injury or whatever. Or sometimes your lecturer might be coming rushing behind the lecture, and sometimes pregnant mother will come. So only such cases we are prioritized, and sometimes we help them and look them earlier. But it doesn't mean that we are not caring you all and we are helping everybody, but we give such priority to those patients. And first, we look into this the illnesses. What are the illnesses you will get in this during this stay? Basically, uh, this Sabraham or the Bellyhill area, you are in intermediate zone. Sometimes it's windy and cold weather we have here, and sometimes because of the wind and all that, it will arouse the dust everywhere. So you get different respiratory infections. සුසන ආසාදන විතර එන්න පුළුවන් පරිසරයේ තියෙන කාලගුණික නැත්නම් දේශගුණික තත්ත්ව වෙනස්කම් හින්දා. ඉතින් සුසන ආසාදන කිව්වම firstly when we talk about සුසන, the respiratory infection, you get cough, that is just the cough, and sometimes common cold, that is අපි කියනවා එකට හෙම්බිරිස්සාව, sympathesia කියලා. එහෙම නැත්නම් or else the third one, asthma or the bronchial asthma, that means the wheezing or the asthma කියලා කියනවා අපි සිංහලෙන් කියනකොට, and sinusitis there. නායෙන් වතුර වගේ එනවා නැත්නම් පීන සකියුසින් යනවා වගේ. ඔය වගේ රෝග ලක්ෂණ තමයි පෙන්වන්නේ. ඉතින් අපි ඊළඟට අපිට වැඩිපුරම පෙන්වන එක තමයි gastroenteritis නැත්නම් diarrhea නැත්නම් බඩේ අජීර්ණ ගතියක්. ඒකට හේතුව the most common illness is diarrhea or the gastroenteritis. That is because you take food from outside. Therefore, we have to address on that, and you should be a bit vigilant on about the food taking place from where you take your foods and all that, and about the boiling of water before drinking in hostels. And I want to especially I want to tell about some other special illnesses. That is, one is dry eye syndrome. It is commonly seen in your university students, and that dry eye syndrome recently came out from the community. මේකත් අපි ඇත්තටම මේ ශේෂ්ත්‍රයට වෙලා අවුරුදු කීපයකට පස්සේ තමයි මේ අතාක්ෂණي භාවිතා කරනකොට තමයි එන්නේ මේ dry eye syndrome කියලා. ඒකත් ඇහැ වියලිලා ඉදිමිලා එන රෝග ලක්ෂණයක්. ඒක විශේෂයෙන්ම මේ කම්පියුටර්ස් නැත්නම් මේ devices පාවිච්චි කරන ගත්තට පස්සේ එන එක. ඒක ගැන මම කතා කරන්න. Especially there are a lot of students, I know that sports science students, you might get different injuries during playing and the games and everything. So back pain and injuries is there. As you're living in these hostels and all that, you get skin diseases. I will talk about that. Mainly, I want to talk about malnutrition, iodine, iron and protein deficiency. Especially girls should be very aware of that illness and the problems. I will tell you that. Finally, I want to tell you, everybody has some kind of a component of chance of having mental health issue. The psychiatric problem is psychiatric or mental health problems means it's not it's not that we are saying you are having a psychiatric definitive illness. Might be a stress, might be you are not aware of how to tolerate stress, might be you are not aware of how to balance your academic the exams and all that. Therefore, we need to address that. If needed, we can arrange treatment, right? You should not be a very frightened or shy to come and talk about those illnesses. You should be very open. Now the world is very aware of these diseases, and you should feel free to come and meet and talk all those illnesses. Firstly, I will talk about the respiratory problems. Now, respiratory සොසන ආසාදන ගැන කතා කරන්න මම හදන්නේ මුලින්ම ඔයගොල්ලන්ට මේ ගැන අවබෝධයක් ගන්න අහගෙන ළමයි. මොකද පුතාලා ඔයගොල්ලෝ දැන් මෙහෙට ආවට පස්සේ වැඩිපුරම බුද වෙන්නේ මෙන්න මේ සොසන කැස්ස, හෙම්බිරිස්සාව වගේ දේවල් වලට. කොවිඩ් ඉන්ෆෙක්ෂන් එහෙම නැත්නම් ඊට පස්සේ ආපු වෙන ෆ්ලූ. අපි ඇත්තටම ડોක්ටර්ස්ට අපිට නම් එච්චර ගණන් ගන්න නැහැ. මොකද දැන් ප්‍රතිකාර කරලා ඇත්තටම අධ්‍යයනකින් වැඩි. ඒක නිසා කිසිම බය වෙන්න හේතුවක් නැහැ. ඒ ගැන කිසිම ආකාරයකින් බය වෙන්න ඕනේ නැහැ. ප්‍රතිකාර තියෙනවා. ඒක විශේෂ ප්‍රතිකාරයක් නැහැ. ඇත්තටම බය නොවී ඉන්න එක, ප්‍රතිකාරයක් ලබා ගන්න එක, විවේක ගන්න එක, නිවැරදි ආහාර රටාවකට යන එක. ඉන්න එක. ඒක විතරයි ප්‍රතිකාරයට ප්‍රතිකාර සනීප වෙන්න තියෙන එකම මාර්ගය. So you should not be worried about the COVID infection and all that. Doctors are very experienced on treating for COVID patients, So now we don't check even the antigens whether it is positive or negative, and we are not bothered about making mask and all that. Now it has become a normal illness in the world and even among our country, among population. So don't worry. And but we have to be preventive. That means we have to use caps, umbrellas, or we should avoid evening baths and all that. And we should try to get rid of rain when we are uh, living in faraway places like in suburban city. And also, I wish to see that my uh, young boys to be away from smoking, right? That also helps very severe bronchial asthma and all that. Whoever student has bronchial asthma, uh, they might be facing chest pain, the lower back muscle pain, and breathing difficulties in the morning and the evening. We don't need to hear some the wheezing sounds. ඇත්තම රෝගය තියෙන ස්ටුඩන්ට්ස් ලාට මම කියන දේ තමයි මේක හොඳට අහන් ඉන්න. සමහරට ඕගොල්ලන්ට මේ මම කියන රෝග ලක්ෂණ තියෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ කියන්නේ පිටේ කැක්කුම, කපුයි තද ගතියක්, දවල්ට නිදිමත ගතියක්, රැයට නිින්ද යන්නේ නැති ගතියක්, එහෙම නැත්නම් හුස්ම ගන්නකොට රාම් රෝම් කියන සද්දයක් එන්න පුළුවන්. ඔය වගේ රෝග ලක්ෂණ තියෙනවා නම් අපිට හිතන්න පුළුවන් ඇස්ම තියෙනවා, ඇදුම තියෙනවා කියලා. ඇදුම කියන එක භයානක රෝගයක් නෙමෙයි. ඒක දැන් ආරයට කොහොමද ආරයට යන එකක්. ඇත්තට මටත් අතී තියෙනවා, නැත්නම් ඇදුම තියෙනවා. අපි කරන දේ එකම දේ තමයි අපි ඉන්හෙලර් එකක් පාවිච්චි කරන එක. ඉතින් ඒක ડોක්ටර් කෙනෙක්ට අපිට ප්‍රිස්ක්‍රයිබ් කරන්න පුළුවන්, හොස්පිටල් එකකින් ෆ්‍රී ගන්න arrange කරන්න පුළුවන්. ඒක ගැන හොඳ අවබෝධයක් ඇති කරගන්න ඉන්හෙලර් එකක් අපි පාවිච්චි කරන device එකක් regularly use කරන එක. Using an inhaler for asthma patient, we recommend that. And if you use that regularly, we can get rid of that illness and then you can carry on your academics. අපිට asthma තියෙනවා නම් අපිට නිවැරදි ශ්වසනයක් වෙන්නේ නැත්නම් blood oxygen saturation එක අඩු නම් අපිට academics කරගෙන යන්න බෑ. තවලට lecture halls වල නිදිමත එනවා. ඒකෙන්ද අපි කරන්න ඕනේ තමයි අපි performance maximum කරගන්න ඕන. Even sports students, you might be lacking behind oxygen. If it is so, you won't be able to properly practice your sport. You won't be able to get the maximum of sport event that you are joining. So clearly saying this, I wish that you will, if you have any asthma or the asthma තියෙනවා, please try to meet a doctor or us and then try to start an inhaler. And don't take the advices from lay people. ගමේ කොට ඉන්න අයගෙන් කිසිම කෙනෙක්ගෙන් inhalers ගැන advices ගන්න එපා. Even if a doctor saying so, and not to say that inhalers is not very bad and all that, you have to argue from him and get clarification why you are saying and this and so, because as far as I learned, and then newest technology, inhalers are very less, it has very less side effects and it is the very best treatment for bronchial asthma. And if you have respiratory problems like a cough, a cold, there's sneezing and all that, you be sure to come and meet a doctor early and take treatment, right? And also we don't bother about you to keep salbutamol, Piriton, cetirizine, you know those tablets. මම දන්නවා ඔයගොල්ලෝ සාමාන්‍යයෙන් cetirizine, Piriton, salbutamol නැත්නම් theophylline වගේ tablets ඔයගොල්ලෝ දන්නවා කියලා ඩෙරිෆිනින්. ඒ වගේ tablets අපිට තියාගන්න පුළුවන්. paracetamol තියාගන්න පුළුවන් සමුංගාව. ඒව හදිස්සියකට ඊළඟ next day morning doctor හම්බෙන්න කලින් ඔයගොල්ලෝ with the lifetime ඔයගොල්ලෝ aware වුණාම what are the doses, how to take those, ඒව ගන්න පුළුවන්. Doctor කෙනෙක් හම්බෙන්න කලින්. But next day morning you can come and meet us and continue treatment. Start a treatment, right? And secondly, I go to the diarrhea or the loose motions due to the food poisoning or water poisoning. That means if you get contaminated water, if you get contaminated meal, then you might get chance of having diarrhea. That is commonly seen in here, and that is basically because reason is basically due to the poor food safety or water safety. So you have a responsibility, your own responsibility. In hostels, you are given the boilers. That means boiler උඩියට තියෙන උරනට වතුර රත් කරන්න. වතුර දාන්න විතරක් කට්ටිය නැතු බොන්න විතරක් කට්ටිය ඉන්න එපා. වතුර දාන්නත් ඕනේ ඔයගොල්ලෝ කතා කරලා එකමුතු. ඒ වගේම කට්ටිය බොන කට්ටිය පාවිච්චි කරන්න පුළුවන්. ඒක බොයිල් කරන්න ඕනේ. ඊළඟට බොයිලර්ස් කැඩෙන අරින්න එපා. ඔයගොල්ලෝ සමහර වතුර දාන්න නැතු බොයිලර්ස් හීට් කරනවා. ඒකට බොයිලර් එකේ කොයිල් එක පිච්චෙනවා. ඒකින්ද ඔයගොල්ලන් හොස්ටල්ස් වල දීලා තියෙන බොයිලර්ස් ඔයගොල්ලෝ responsibility they maintain කරගන්න. Please kindly maintain your hostel boilers that they are supplied for you for boiling water, take for drinking. Therefore, you have to maintain that without getting damaged, right? And once after coming to university area, you will realize what are the safe places you can take foods. Now you know we have seen several videos in the TV, in the news and all that, how put to other instant food making, fried rice and all making places are, how they are not in a hygienically good condition, those areas. You might see when you go there, their baskets and all that, they are very spoiled, right? So you should definitely avoid kottu and other instant noodles and fried rice. If you're going to have, you have to find a very proper place. And once you go to those shops and all that, you will realize which is the best place, which is the very non-recommended place. So take very recommended place your foods and food stuff. And we have arranged our public health officer to visit your hostels and the canteen, that the cafeteria areas, to maintain that cleanliness. And also your responsibility is also there to keep those places very clean and tidy. And before you are having meals and all that, wash your hands properly. Where sometimes you might be hurried to go for a next lecture, but on your own responsibility, keep on your hygiene very well, right? It will prevent your diarrhea. And but if you are having so, yes, you can have medicine from us. It's already there, right? And I want to tell this is a very important topic. Actually, even lot of academics even doesn't know about. Academics means your lecturers might not be about know this. This is a dry eye syndrome. You get this dry eye syndrome once you use computers or the phones or the tabs and all that for longer period. Keep on your eyes open and looking on that. Therefore, you get keep your eyes keep open for longer time. It doesn't get wet. It doesn't get the eye secretion, the lacrimal secretions that are convoluted in that way. Just you get your eyes get dried, reddened, surrounding. Sometimes you get swollen, and you get severe headache. Overnight දරුණු headache එකක් එන්න පුළුවන්. ඇස් රතු වෙන්න පුළුවන්. ඇස් කහන්න පුළුවන්. severe headache එකක් එන්න පුළුවන්. ඔළුවේ ඔයගොල්ලෝ මේ devices එක දිගට ඇහැට විවේකයක් නොදී පාවිච්චි කරනවා. ඒකදී කරන්න පුළුවන් දේ තමයි ඔයගොල්ලෝ laptop එකක් හරි මොකක් හරි පාවිච්චි කරනවා නම්, if you are using a laptop and whatever, you just keep that in front of you within 45 or 30 centimeters away from your eyesight. ඇහි ඉඳලා සෙන්ටිමීටර් 40ක් 35ක් වගේ ඈතින් පාවිච්චි කරන්න පටන් ගන්න. ඊළඟට ඔයගොල්ලෝ when you look seated in front of that, you should be able to see far away beyond the computer. Then when you are typing or when you are watching that, time to time you'll be able to see far away. That then your eye muscle, that means the configuration is done by muscles, iris muscle, some muscles of the muscles for the lens in the eyeball. So that is not get tetanized. It will be relaxed time to time. That is because you are change your the what do you call that focusing power. ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ කම්පියුටර් ඉස්සරහා ඔයගොල්ලෝ ඉන්නකොට නිතරම ඈත අනන්තය දිහා බලන්න පුරුදු වෙන්න ඕනේ. එතකොට ඇහැ ફોකස් වෙලා ඉන්න ගතිය අඩු වෙලා ඇහැ පාචේ නාභිගත කිරීමේ පවර් එක වැඩි කරන මසල් එක එක දිගට ටෙටනි එකකට යන එක වළක්වනවා, රිලැක්ස් වෙනවා. ඒක නිසා අපි හැමතිස්සම far away බලන්න පුරුදු වෙනවා. ඒ කියන්නේ every 20 minutes to 20 minutes time to 30 minutes time කියන්නේ 20 30 දිගට වගේ අපි 5 minutes break එකක් ගන්න ඕනේ. And try to wash your face more frequently, and you should be able to look far away. අකලියක් තමයි මූණ විතර පොදන්න පුළුවන් නම් හොඳයි විනාඩි 45කට සැරයක්. එතකොටත් ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ ප්‍රශ්නේ මගේ ඇරෙනවා. Other thing is the most common issue is the skin diseases. Basically, when you all are living in hostels here after coming here, therefore you all have to live with some certain number of friends with that you are having here. So in that, sitting in the other friends' bed and sharing their clothes, toilet when you use toilet seats and all that, that will help to spread some skin diseases. One is scabies. Scabies means it's caused by parasite, as I shown here, this one, and it's a small microscopic parasite. සුද්ධ ජීවියෙක් කෘමියෙක් එයා ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ හැම යටට ඇවිල්ලා හැම ඇතුලේ කෙමිකල් ග්‍රාෆ් රිලීස් කර එයාගේ වැඩේ කර යනවා. එයා අපේ තියෙන ප්‍රෝටීන් අනමන ආහාරයට ගන්නවා. ඉතින් ඒ කෘමියා ඊට පස්සේ හැම යට බෝ වෙන්න පටන් ගන්නවා. ඉතින් මේක ගොඩක් වෙලාට රැයට කහන්න තියෙන අවස්ථාවක් නෑ. You get night itching because of this mite or this the parasite. So what do you do is we advise you to not to share your clothes. ඔයගොල්ලන් ඇඳුම් හවුලේ පාවිච්චි කරන්න යන්න බෑ. සාමාන්‍ය විශ්වවිද්‍යාල ඇඳුම් හවුලේ පාවිච්චි කරනවා නැත්නම් කියන ගජේ ගන්නවා කියලා. ඔයගොල්ලෝ you will learn those words when you come to here. But thoroughly advise not to share your clothes, towels and all that, because once after you get this infection, there's a treatment. But when you come to us, ඔයගොල්ලෝ අපි ගාවට එනකොට ගොඩාක් වෙලාට කාර්යයක් ගිහිල්ලා එන්න. එතකොට ස්ප්‍රෙඩ් වෙලා ලැජ්ජාවට එන්නේ නැහැ ග්‍රෝයින් එකේ හරි ඉක්ලිය ප්‍රදේශයේ කිහිලි වල එහෙම ආවම. So එතකොට ස්ප්‍රෙඩ් වුණාට පස්සේ අපි ට්‍රීට් කරලා සනීප කළා ස්කින් ඉන්ෆෙක්ෂන් එකකින් දැන ස්කින් ඩිස්කලරේෂන් එක පර්මනන්ට්. ඉතින් අපිට ඒක නැති කරන්න අමාරුයි. ඒකින්ද අපි මම කියන්නේ මේ වගේ ස්කින් ඉන්ෆෙක්ෂන් ආවොත් අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම අපිට ඇවිල්ලා හම්බෙලා ට්‍රීට්මන්ට්ස් ගන්න ට්‍රීට්මන්ට්ස් කියන ගොඩ වෙදකම් කරන්න යන්න එපා. And also there's another skin disease called that is called a tinea infection. That's a circular round like it has among sweaty areas of the body. That is also the same. That is also spread by clothes and sharing towels and everything. So you should stop sharing everything. And if you have to come us and get treatments fast, right? And also we don't advise you to wear the same clothes for throughout the daytime, throughout many hours. Like they and the no shirt එකක් හරි සමහර අවසරය 10 12 8 වෙනකම් වගේ ඉදිරියට අඳගෙන ඉන්න අපි recommend කරන්නේ. We don't recommend that you to wear same clothes for more than 10 to 8 hours, right? You have to change your clothes at least 8 hours time, right? If possible, try to maintain that. And basically main important topic is one of the important topic is this one, malnutrition issues we have. මට පිටන ඔයගොල්ලන්ට කතා කරන්න තියෙන වැදගත්ම මාතෘකාවක් මේක malnutrition issue එක. අතරම මම මේක කතා කරන්න හිටියේ මේක national issue එක. Even when we work in the state sector, as we work in the normal government sector, other sectors, we are come out with lot of patients who are having a lot of mineral deficiencies or the protein deficiencies. ඉතින් උන්නත රෝග ලක්ෂණ තියෙන අය අපිට හම්බ වෙන මන්ද පෝෂණ මට්ටම ඒක විශේෂයෙන්ම විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයට ආවට පස්සේ වැඩි. It is very especially more common in university life because you are having some other foods cooked by the commercially preparing people. with වාණිජ්‍යමය විදිහට ආහාර හදන තැන් වලින් අපි ගන්න හින්දා අපිට ඒක වෙන්නේ. But you have a chance of selection. Therefore the responsibility is within you. You should be able to find out the proper food for your health, right? අපි එතනදී අදහස් කරන්නේ ඔයගොල්ලන්ට හැමතිස්සෙම මේ malnutrition deficiencies වලින් නැත්නම් ඌනතාවලින් රෝග ලක්ෂණ ඌනතාවලින් අපිට බේරෙන්න නම් අපි හැමතිස්සෙම නිවැරදි ෆුඩ් එකක් හැමතිස්සෙම හරි අපි වේදන් කරන මුදලට nutritious food එකක් නැත්නම් පෝෂ්‍යදායී ආහාර වේලක් ගන්න අපි වග බලා ගන්නවා. That responsibility is within us. ඒකේ වගකීම අපිටයි තියෙන්නේ. විශේෂයෙන්ම මම කියන දේ තමයි දැන් actually especially I am talking that the students who come to this area once after coming here, you are not fond of eating fish and dry fish and meat and all that. Because you go behind cook and know that you just eat that starch, that palm pit තියෙන ටික තමයි කන්න බලන්නේ. අන්නකට අර රත් කර ඉන්න තෙල් ටිකෙන් යන ෆුඩ් එක. ඒක ඇත්තටම it's not healthy. It can cause other things, obesity and all that. But we are lacking behind nutrition. What are the proteins? What are the things that we are lacking behind? That is mainly protein. අපි මස් මාළු අඩුම ගන්න at least one meal we should be able to balance from outside, which consists of fish or dry fish or meat for a day, especially the fish and dry fish. Why I am saying fish and dry fish? We can get iodine deficiency. That is, iodine is only coming from the sea, right? So we should be able to have enough iodine supplementation to our body by our means, right? As you know that there are iodine salted salt is there, iodized salt, but in order to the way that we prepare our foods, the iodine will go off. Iodine නැතුව යනවා. අපි දැන් ඔයගොල්ලෝ දන්නවා iodine දාපු ලුණු තියෙනවා සමාජයේ පිට ගන්න කඩවල වල. නමුත් අපි උයන අපේ ක්‍රමවේද හින්දා ඒ තියෙන iodine එකම යෝජනය වෙලා යනවා. ඒක නිසායි මම ඔයගලන්ට කියන අයිඩීන් තියෙන ලුණු ගත්තත් නැත්නම් අපි මාළු කරවල විශේෂයෙන්ම කන්න පුළුවන් වෙන මුහුදු මාළු කරවල. මොකද ඒකට හේතුව එක ලොකු tragedy එකක් වගේ යන කතන්දරයක්, like a tragedy like story, that means we are lacking behind iodine. I will tell that now. Now, if you don't take enough iodine, you might be lacking behind iodine. Then the iodine is the one which will help that thyroxine hormone to produce. It is one of the main precursor. ඒක තමයි iodine තමයි thyroxine කියන බෙල්ලෙන් හදන thyroid ග්‍රන්ථියෙන් හදන thyroxine කියන හෝමෝනේ මූලික මූලද්‍රව්‍යයක්. ඉතින් ඒ iodine නැති වුනහම අපේ thyroxine කියන හෝමෝනේ හැදෙන්නේ නැතුව යනවා. thyroxine කියන හෝමෝන් එක අපේ බොඩි එකේ තියෙන millions chemical reaction වල co-factor එකක්. එහෙම නැත්නම් it's a co-factor to millions of chemical reactions that happens in our body. So if we are lacking behind iodine, we are lacking behind thyroxine or the T4 hormone, and then we are lacking that especially important cofactor for all over our body chemistry, right? So please try to consider that, means pay your attention on this regard and try to find the fish or dry fish meat per day at least, or every 2 other days, right? දවස් දෙකකට සැරයක් හරි අඩුම ගානේ කන්න ඕනේ. මොකද ඔයගොල්ලෝ පුරුදු වෙන්න ඕනේ. ඔයගොල්ලන් සමහරට ඔයගොල්ලෝ ෆැමිලි එකකින් ඈත ඉන්නකොට ඔයගොල්ලන්ට ඇත්තටම ඒක ගන්න පහසු. දැන් ගෙදර 5 දෙනෙක් හිටියොත් 5 දෙනාට ඕනේ කෑම 5ක් හදන්න වෙන්න පුළුවන්. එතන ඔයා කැමති කෑම නොතිබෙන්න පුළුවන්. but මෙතනදී ඔයගොල්ලෝ outside live කරන පදිංචිලා ඉන්නකොට නැත්නම් විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයේ ඉන්නකොට if you are living in away from home, the right of selecting food is within you. So you should be able to select the food as you wish. So you should have to have mindset. And also I want to tell you this message, give this message to your family members. මම මේ කියන්නේ ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ අම්මලාට කියන්න, ඔයගොල්ලෝ තාත්තලාට කියන්න, ඔයගොල්ලෝ කඩේ ගියාම කියන iodine, when you go to the shop, when you are buying salted iodine, iodized salt ගන්නකොට ඒ තියෙන salt එක අවුවේ තිබිච්ච නැති එකක් ගන්න. It should be kept in a cooled environment. That's a supermarket එකක තියෙන එකක් ගන්න. අවුවේ තියප එකක් ගන්න එපා. Don't take those iodine which is exposed to sunlight. If it is so, එහෙමනම් iodine has gone away. It is that mean not there, right? So secondly, once after bringing salt to home, don't wash it and use it. Iodized salt ගෙදර ගෙනාවට පස්සේ අපේ අම්මලා කරන්නේ හොදලා වතුර ටික අයින් කරලා ලුණු පාවිච්චි කරනවා. එහෙම කරන්න දෙන්න එපා. එතකොට iodine ටික wash ඒකේ දෙලා යනවා. Thirdly, ඔයගොල්ලෝ ගෙදරට ගෙන once after bringing that home, ඔයගොල්ලෝ pack කරලා තියන්නේ, you packed it that near the kitchen, near the ලිප ගාව තමයි තියන්නේ. එහෙම නැත්නම් ජනෙල් පඩි අයින් තියන්නේ. Near the window. But to the sunlight or the heat from your heart, it will again that means the iodine will go off that from that store. So definitely you have to use that. Keep that iodine in the dark color bottle. So that salt in the dark color bottle, and don't keep it exposure to the heat or the sunlight. Thirdly, when you add that salt to your food, ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ කෑම වලට ව්‍යංජන වලට දානවා නම් අම්මලාට කියන්න ව්‍යංජනේ උයලා ඒකේ රසනේ 50ක් විතර අඩු වුණාට පස්සේ ලුණු දාන්න කියලා. මොකද නැත්තම් ඒ iodized salt ලුණු වලට salt දැම්මට පස්සේ curry එකට උන් රසනේ පිට දානවා නම් ඒක iodine wash වෙලා යනවා. It will evaporate, right? And finally, you should be intelligent to make desserts, salads, and some other different foods that we add iodine, and that should not be used boiled, or that means after boiling or after exposure to heat. Now, as I said, if we can add some iodized salt to your salad or whatever the meldum you prepare at home, if that salt is not exposed to the heat, that means that type of food is good enough for you to give iodine. ඒ වගේ අපි කියමු දැන් සම්බෝල නැත්නම් මැල්ලුම જાති, ඒ කියන්නේ තරමකට රසන වෙච්ච මැල්ලුමකට, එහෙම නැත්නම් අපි හදන සලාඩ්ස් වලට, නැත්නම් අපි කියමු තක්කාලි සලාඩ්, පිපිඤ්ඤ සලාඩ්, ඒ වගේ හදනකොට අපි එකතු කරන ලුණු වල iodine එක heat එකකට expose වෙන්නේ නැහැ. එතකොට ඕගලන්ට iodine නිවැරදි විදිහටම ඕගලන් ලැබෙනවා. You have to concentrate on those things, because this is the reason Now, if the iodine supply to the body is reduced, you will get low thyroxine in the blood. Low thyroxine අඩු වුණා කියන්නේ thyroxine hormone එකෙන් තමයි අපේ blood වල hemoglobin level එක maintain කරන්න උදව් වෙන්නේ. So you get low hemoglobin levels in the blood. You get slow activity and response. They are very poor in responsive their activities. And in girls you get the menstrual issues, and you get overweight, body weight එක වැඩි වෙනවා, and you get enlarged thyroid gland, especially once after 2 years or 3 years later. Some girls tend to become obese, and some girls tend to have thyroxine, low thyroxine symptoms. රෝග ලක්ෂණ පෙන්වනවා thyroxine උණුතා රෝග ලක්ෂණ. But when you go back to test your blood, it doesn't show that you are lacking behind thyroxine. That is an very debatable thing. Now, if a student get hypothyroid or these symptoms, but when you check blood, you might not be having abnormal or low thyroxine levels in the blood. Blood, but it takes many years to go to appear. That means the defaulted report, thyroxine අඩුයි කියලා පෙන්වන report එක, TSH වැඩි කියලා පෙන්වන report එකක් බලන්න අපිට රෝග ලක්ෂණ තියාගෙන ගොඩ කාලයක් යන්න වෙනවා. We have to go for it with some many years, or 5 to 6 years to get the positive report to start thyroxine. Then you have gone your disease for a long period. So please, to avoid that, you should be able to have seafood, whatever the fish and dry. We don't need to go behind high-fi stuff of fish. The dry fish is enough, and the proper sorted food is enough. And give this message to your family members also. Definitely, even in Gaul, it's border to the coastal line, there are also some lot of cases we get thyroxine low cases, right? That is their food habits. So we have to prepare, we have to adjust our food habits in that manner. And for students, I would like to definitely I advise you to get away from alcohol, because I'm not a fellow who consume alcohol and all that, but I will tell you that the alcohol by itself can cause liver cell damage and brain cell damage, and it is one of the cause. Now we have found that the carcinogen which causes cancer. Now, as you all know, in Sri Lanka, generally the males are maximally saturated with a number of fellows who consume alcohol. They can alcohol consume population එක maximally saturated වෙලා තියෙන්නේ. What the alcohol and the smoking companies කරන්නේ, what they do is actually they replace newer gentlemen to that group while the others are leaving that group. And alcohol ගන්න කොටසක් alcohol නොගන්න අයින් වෙනකොට alcohol ගන්න කොටසක් එකතු කරගෙන ඒ percentage එක maintain කරන එක විතරයි වෙන්නේ. But what about females? Still the Sri Lankan females are not saturated in a maximum level of saturation of consuming alcohol. Alcohol පාවිච්චි කරන female population එක maximally saturated වෙලා නැහැ ලංකාවේ. ඒකින්ද now then therefore the drug companies, the alcohol companies, the cigarette selling companies, tobacco companies, they are trying to fill their gap in female side, so that they are spreading fastly, freely through their that female population to get them into their smoking or the alcohol consuming population. So especially be vigilant about that girls who are about this. I know that there are some girls and all that, but it's really a disaster. Once after you come to a certain age, you will be coming with a lot of illnesses to doctors, but that time, that is very too late to start a treatment. Doctors are in trouble to help you, right? And I am one of the doctors who treat people who are consuming heroin and whatever the other ice and cannabis and all that. I want to tell you these students, the heroin or the ice or the cannabis, it's now commonly seen in Sri Lanka, especially ice. It's very cheap now. It's going speedy, spreading, and it has become some people's. It has become a self-employment to them to earn more money. But the thing is, if you have just practiced even a single day, a single chance, you are supposed to get addicted for that heroin or other thing. Don't never ever try on those narcotic things, because if you get tried, you will be losing lots of money. You'll be fond of having those that whatever the heroin or ice and all that, and you will be spending lots of money for that. Even selling your laptops, even selling your clothes, even selling after selling your phones, even mortgaging your identity card, and lots of things happening here. We are seeing lots of poor people and even rich people, even educated people going behind these things. That is, but once after we go through their history, we will come to know that they have just how they got this narcotic drug. That what they come out with is just for the test we have taken, but it has destroyed their family very drastically. I think this can be the students who have some relations or some friends who are consuming these things. You are very aware of this. මම දන්නවා මම මේ කියන දේ ගැන මගේ මේක අහගෙන ඉන්න ළමයින්ගේ යාළුවෝ හරි රිලේෂන්ස් හරි ගන්න අය ඉන්නවනේ ඒගොල්ලෝ දන්නවා. ඒක නිසා කරුණා කරලා මම ඔයගොල්ලන්ට කියන්නේ ඔයගොල්ලෝ මෙහින් ආවද කොහේ හිටියත් narcotic drugs නැත්නම් heroin, ice, cannabis and other things වලට යන්න එපා. ඇඩික්ට් වුණොත් ටෙස්ට් කරන්න ඇඩික්ට් වුණොත් ගත්තොත් දිගටම ඇඩික්ෂන් එකට යනවා, නවත්තන්න බෑ. ඊට පස්සේ හොඳ වැදගත් දෙමව්පියෝ, හොඳ දුප්පත් ගොවි ජනතාවෙන් අම්මලා තාත්තලා ළමයි දෙමව්පියෝ අසරණ දුක් විඳගෙන අපි කාට එනවා පේනවා ට්‍රීට්මන්ට් ගන්න. ඉතින් දැන් ඉඳන්ම ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ පොලිසි එකට බයිට් වෙලා වැඩ කරන්න. That is the one which even throughout the lifetime the wishing you for your that means if you abide to good principles and policies, that means abiding that policies and the good principles will be the blessings throughout the lifetime of your lifetime. And finally, I want to talk this. These are the topics I want to tell you. That smoking actually causes not only the wheezing, not only the cancer, right? Very frequently now, during last 5 to 7 years, as a general practitioner, සාමාන්‍ය වෛද්‍යවරයෙක් හැටියට මම ගොඩාක් වෙලාට අත්දැකීම් දෙයක් තමයි හොඳ body build එකක් තියෙන new very body built adults, the males are coming for me because of impotence, erectile dysfunction. පුරුෂලිංගයේ ප්‍රාණවත් වෙන්නේ නැහැ කියන කාරණාව කරගෙන එනවා. නැත්නම් ඒගොල්ලන්ට poor sexual performance ගැන කියාගෙන එනවා. එහෙම නැත්නම් ඒගොල්ලන්ගේ subfertility එක, දරුවෝ නැහැ කියාගෙන sperm count එක නැත්නම් ශුක්‍රාණු වල තියෙන ශක්තිය, ශුක්‍රාණු ඝනත්වය අඩුයි කියාගෙන එනවා. එතකොට ඒගොල්ලෝ ඒ වෙනකොට ස්මෝක් කරලා ගොඩාක් කාලයක් ඒ වගේම බබාලා නැහැ කියලා නැත්නම් subfertile බබාලා නැහැ කියලා ටෙස්ටිං කරලා කාලයක් එනවා. So that the smoking has created illness before becoming a cancer patient or asthmatic patient. If you stop smoking within 2 weeks time, you will realize how much you are energized, how much you are performing well. ඒකින්ද කරුණාකර smoke කරන්න එපා. ඒක නවත්තන්න. Actually, the smoking alcohol has been come to Sri Lanka during that dictator's period. That is to penalize our Sri Lankan inherited people. So it has already happened now. Still it's going on. But some other countries not. They are not. Even foreign countries, even in European countries, there are a lot of conservative population who are away from this alcohol and in the smoking and all that. But you also should go through those literature and see that how they are modified their lifestyle away without smoking and alcohol. And please kindly consider on that. And if you have come out with impotence or subfertility or poor sexual performance, the chance of correction is very low. මොකද ස්මෝක් කරනකොට ඒ ස්මෝකින් වලින් එන කෙමිකල්ස් වලින් ඕගොල්ලන්ගේ අනිච්ඡානුක ස්නායු පද්ධතිය නැත්නම් autonomic nervous system එක, that your autonomic nervous system is supplied by small blood vessels. The blood vessels is blocked, the autonomic nervous system will go off, then your sexual performance will go off and your feeling will go off. You get asthma, you get impotence, and the sperm count will low. So everything will happen. So 45 years of age patients and 50 years, even 35 years, elders, the males, gentlemen coming to us with lot of lots of sexual issues, but very incorrectable. And the alcohol. Lastly, I want to tell you the sex. Once after you come into the university life, you are in a pure natural sexual age. That is 20s, early 20s. ඔගොල්ලෝ විශ්වවිද්‍යාලයට එන්න ඔයගොල්ලන් සක්‍රිය ලිංගික අවධියක ඉන්න. I know that you're having sexual feelings and all that, but very important thing is you might be having a partner with you, but if you have a good partner with you, you should be very vigilant of your sexual safety. That means I don't advise you to do a safe sex. The sex is different thing, but if you have to have good relationship with your other family, the other partner, but without having any sexual activity, penetration, and all that, you should be aware. You should be able to manage your sexual relationship without going up to the extreme, right? Because now when we as doctors, psychiatric doctors, and the family doctors, we are once after. Even just after marriage, even within 1 year's time, 2 years' time, they are having lots of cases of divorces because of this sexual unsatisfaction. That is because you are experienced sex before. After marriage, you don't have any difference. Because keep a time to have difference. That means being away from extreme sexual activities and leave that to do after marriage. විවාහයෙන් පස්සේ කරන්න ඕන තියෙන sexual activities විවාහයට කලින් කළාම ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ විවාහය ලබන්න විවාහයෙන් පස්සේ ගෙනියන්න ඕන marital life එකක තියෙන ඕන ප්‍රෙෂර් එක මේන්ටේන් කරන්න බැරි වෙනවා. ඉතින් ඒකකින්ද තමයි මේ ප්‍රශ්නේ. ඊට වඩා මට කියන්න ඕනේ තමයි unexpected pregnancies I have seen here in universities. Now recently I saw very few, but you should be aware that not to get pregnant, because if you have got pregnant, as a doctor, I am not going behind any abortions. I am not advising you for abortions and all that. And if somebody is going behind abortions, some girl, that or the partner persuading the girl to go behind abortions, the abortions are done by fake people. Or the abortions කරන්නේ ගොඩක් කරාට fake අය. එතකොට ඒගොල්ලෝ කරනකොට ඒ abortions කරාට පස්සේ ගොඩක් කරාට septic නැත්නම් ගර්භාෂයට විසබීජ ඇවිල්ලා මරණ තත්ත්වයන් වලට එනවා. අපි hospital එකේදී අමාරුවෙන් බඩ කපලා surgery කරලා we open the abdomen and clean the abdomen and remove the septic, the pus material, සරව වගේ තියෙන ප්‍රමාණ කරලා wash කරලා we try to maintain the bring the life, save the life. But if we are not pregnant, if we have protected by you on, you don't have any chance of getting such kind of grave difficulty, right? And the other thing is finally suicides. If the psychiatric the psychiatric component is very important, because during this university life, as I am here for since 2008, I am helping students and all that, and I have seen lots of psychiatric cases, and that might be due to your ragging and all that. That might be due to family issues, economic issues, ආර්ථික ප්‍රශ්න වෙන්න පුළුවන්. නැත්නම් psychiatric නැත්නම් ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ academic ප්‍රශ්න හින්දා වෙන්න පුළුවන්. But for whatever the reason, you should come and tell us. We will help on that regard, and we have a good consultants at Ratnapur and Balangoda, and also I am also treating, and we can treat you all, and you should not be hesitate to tell us those. And other thing is, I want you to be students to be very once after you come into the university life, please keep that period in a pleasant manner. You have to behave obediently, and I don't agree with the ragging and all that. If say ඔගොල්ලෝ ළමයි 100කට රැක් කරලා ළමයි 95ක්ම හදලා, කියන්නේ ඔයගොල්ලෝ හිතනවා නම් එයාව ට්‍රේන් කරලා කැම්පස් කල්චර් එක ට්‍රේන් කරලා ගන්න ඕනේ කියලා. ඒකට 5 දිනකින් දෙන්නේ සුයිසයිඩ් කරගෙන 3-4 දෙනෙක් අතහැරලා යනවා නම් ඒ ඔයගොල්ලන්ගේ රැගින් එක නැත්නම් මේ ඇක්ටිවිටි එක සක්සස්ෆුල් නෑ. So I mean that if you rag 100 students, out of 100, the 5 are getting harassed. Those 2 or 1 no get suicide, and the other 2 or 3 get leave the faculty. There is no point of that we can't say that ragging is good enough. So please keep that to your mind. You are not supposed to train anybody here. You are above 18, so you will learn the system here after coming here. That your teachers will guide you, your good elder students will guide you, but not the ragging is important. and never ever try to practice ragging. And if a case come to us, definitely I am a doctor, I will penalize that case. වෛද්‍ය අපේ මෙඩිකල් සෙන්ටර් එක රැගින් වලට කිසිම සමාවක් නැහැ. අපි අනිවාර්යයෙන්ම මේක ඉදිරියට අරගෙන ගිහිල්ලා ඒ අදාළ ශික්ෂාවෙන් දඬුවම් කරන තැනට තමයි strictly ඉන්නේ. ඒකින්ද therefore I expect you, my dear students, to be away from those unnecessary activities. Other thing is, you are living in, you are in a now good younger age, and you should be sexually attractive. Therefore, once after coming to the university, you should be able to well dress, well haircut, where you should be able to dress nice shoes properly, wear a nice shoes, and you should be attracted to each other, even especially girls and boys. And that doesn't mean you to dress exposed man and all that. You should have your self-discipline and don't wear haphazardly. Keep on your figure and the brushing teeth, combing hair, cutting your beard and everything perfect. Because in my lifetime, in my university lifetime, all those were pressed by our consultant, our lecturers. So still we are the same. So I expect you from all, then only you will practice that outside even after you are leaving the university. Other thing is, your most important period of life, you will miss that. If you miss that period, you won't have such a time to rest in that after your university life. So I wish you all the best, and I think you have gained something from me. Once after coming to our university, you can come and meet us and discuss whatever you want. And I also tell you furthermore, little more. And we have kept a very variable stock of medicines here. Some medicines even not you can't see even in hospitals, right? So wide range of medicines we have. ගොඩාක් ඖෂධ වර්ග අපි තියලා තියෙනවා. මම මෙතනට එන්න කලින් තිබුණ ටිකයි දැන් ගොඩාක් යාද තියලා තියෙනවා. සමහර වුණ පහුගිය කාලේ මාකට් එකේ තිබුණේ අපිට ගෙන්න ගන්න රජෙන්වත්. නමුත් දැන් අපි පුළුවන් තරමක් ගෙනත් තියලා තියෙනවා. ඕගොල්ලෝ බරෙන් හිතලා ලෙඩ වෙන්න එපා. ඒතකොට අපි ස්ටොක් එක අඩු වෙනවා. බලෙන් දෙවෙන්න එපා. ඒ වගේ දේවල් වලින් මම ඇතුළේ අපිට උදව් කරන්න හොඳ ස්ටොක් එකක් මේන්ටේන් කරගෙන යන්න අඩු කොස්ට් එක අඩු යූස් එක මිනිමම් යූස් එකකින්. So I wish you all the best and hope that you come to us and you get the maximum of us. We are not penalize you, the doctor, myself, the other doctor. We are all there to help you, right? I got to know someone to ask some question from me. I saw that if you have any questions, yes, you can ask. Any students who has? So I think this is the end of my session. So thank you very much joining with this lecture. And other thing is I want to request from the students, please. So, you guys will come after coming. Thank you very much.
Yes, thank you very much, Dr. Badrulia, for accepting our invitation with your busy schedule. This is actually a very informative session. Hope students gain a clear idea on University Medical Center. Again, thank you very much, Dr. Badrulia, for your participation, and all the students. Thank you very much. Have a nice day. So let's wind up this session.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you.
Thank you, sir.
Thank you, sir. Thank you, sir.